Vietnam, where 1 of every 14 bowls of rice in the world comes, is facing the collapse of its granary. As of 2023, about 11% of the population, around 8.7 million people, experience food insecurity. Vietnam has made strides towards achieving Sustainable Development Goal 2, Zero Hunger. The National Steering Committee for the Zero Hunger Program was established in 2016, aiming to eliminate hunger by 2020.
However, Vietnam still faces difficulties in stability of food security. Several key factors contribute to the food security challenges in Vietnam.
Firstly, there is a significant distribution imbalance, with rural areas experiencing much higher rates of food insecurity. Additionally, Vietnam ranks second in the Asia-Pacific region for food waste, losing over 8 million tons annually. Lastly, climate change poses a serious threat, as extreme flooding and other climate risks jeopardize agricultural production.
So, what should we do to solve the problem of food security in Vietnam? The answer is not in the lab, but in the fields. AI tools is rewriting the rules of the game.
AI leverages big data, machine learning, and predictive analytics to deliver rapid, resource-efficient insights. For national food stability strategies, it can predict hunger trends, analyze supply chains, and monitor conditions via remote sensing.
To better utilizing the AI tools, the reliable databases are very vital for addressing the food security stability in Vietnam. They actually can provide essential insight through the key indicators.
First, they help identify the vulnerable populations at risk of food insecurity, allowing target interventions. Second, data on food availability and access enables efficient resources allocation to those in need. Finally, these databases track progress toward the Sustainable Development Goals #2, assessing the effectiveness of a strategy aimed at eliminating hunger. By integrating AI with these databases, we can enhance our understanding of food security challenges and improve decision-making.
Nevertheless, current databases often fail to capture regional disparity. For instance, while national average may show progress, communities in the Mekong Delta face food security rate as high as 54.4%. This disconnect means those most in need may not receive adequate support.
Because of the drawback in the dataset, the government faced several challenges. Data integration, different sectors using separate databases, complicating effective resource allocation, timeliness and accuracy. Outdated data can lead to misguided policy, capacity building. Local officials need training to utilize data effectively. Imagine a government official trying to address food insecurity should look at outdated spreadsheets, realize that without reliable data, creating effective policy feels impossible.
Data routes nourish global food systems, but how to grow solutions? AI cultivates answers, decoding climate crop patterns, balancing logistics in real time, from archives to active intelligence, watch data bloom into foresight. Let's take a moment to look at how AI can reshape food security in Vietnam. AI can connect dots between environmental risk, production levels, and market trends to help government officials make better decisions. With AI, we are not just reacting to problems, we are predicting and preventing them. Let's see how AI works with an example. Microsoft partnered with India's International Crop Research Institute to create an AI model that predicts crop yields and weather risks. This model is able to combine satellite image, weather data, and historical yields to provide sowing recommendations for farmers. When it gets the conclusion about ideal sowing days and the potential risk of drought or pest outbreaks, SMS will be sent to farmers to alert them. As a result, farmers in Andhra Pradesh reported a 30% higher yield.
AI is not just a tool for today, it is the foundation for a smarter, more resilient food system in Vietnam. First of all, we will focus on the stability perspective to address food insecurity. Both of factors will affect the production of foods, such as weather conditions, political instabilities, or economic factors. Traditional methods fail to capture the multi-dimensional variable on times. To address this, we proposed an AI-driven platform with 3 key factors to build a smarter, faster, and more connected food system.
Our journey begins with collecting data and creating a robust data set. First, open source intelligence, real-time meteorological feeds from national agents, typhoon trajectory, rainfall forecast, and drought alerts are combined with shelter imagery to map environmental risks. Second, we develop low-cost, durable sense cluster, agricultural zones, and farmlands, continuously monitoring water pH, soil moisture, and the dissolved oxygen level. All of this data would be collected in our system. Next, the APP can amplify the voice of people. Our AI engineers can monitor for keywords such as crop failure, empty market, or hunger in social media platforms. All of this data reveal hidden food production trend that signals breed increase.
Now, how does this data transform into insight? Machine learning module correlate environmental anomalies with sensor detect underground water depletion. This predict irrigation shortfall in the mines, giving farmer time to adapt. When crisis strike, root cause analysis is instant. The clarity replaces the guesswork with target solution. This precision allows target intervention, not guesswork. When data transform into foresight, the platform becomes a strategic advisor for the government. The app acts as a warning to remind the government and recommend optimal intervention. A dashboard will show color-code warning. For example, red alert might warn that food reserves are projected to dip below safe level within 3 days. With just one click, user can see the underlying curves. It immediately recommends specific actions such as activating emergency reserve. Simultaneously, local officials receive corresponding intervention directly, like inspect oxygen level at high-risk fish farm by noon. That field report feed continuously back into the system, refining prediction with every update.
For decision-making, the AI model acts as a policy testing ground. Input parameters such as the fertilizer subsidy in chatbot, then AI model will forecast the outcomes. Will farmers shift crops? Could blocked markets emerge? By comparing global case studies with local survey data, the system generates a visual risk-reward matrix to test the effectiveness of the policy. To conclude, stability isn't about avoiding shocks, it's about preparing for them. This platform acts like a digital shield, using real-time data to spot risk early, explain their causes, and guide precise action to turn data into decisions. How about the doubts and concerns? Food security data is critical to national safety, so how can we ensure that sensitive information won't fall into the wrong hands or be misused? We can ensure the data security by localized data storage as well as government control. All sensitive information will be stored on secure servers within Vietnam. At the same time, the government will retain full control over the system and access permissions.
So, what's our 3-year plan? In our first year, we will build data infrastructure and develop the core AI model. Moving into the second year, we will integrate AI into the existing system and train 500 officials to conduct a pilot testing in high-risk regions. By the third year, we will implement a national rollout of FoodGuard and hand it over to the government with full documentations and train local teams. With the $500,000 that we were given, we plan to allocate our resources to data infrastructure, which will cost around $170,000. AI modeling, which we will use $185,000 for, and system integration will cost $95,000. We will need to use another $50,000 for official training. FoodGuard is designed for government officials, helping them make data-driven decisions. The government can optimize the policy by discussing with Chat FoodGuard, along with early warning systems for backup plans, buffer savings, and emergency response.
This is how resilience starts.
With data,
With AI,
With you,
Vietnam food security revolution
Begins today.